So what were you throwing there?
Most of it's a 4-seam fastball, 2-seam fastball, curveballs, which you saw a lot of, and then I think I threw a couple sliders. You made some good contact on the off-speed pitches. So.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
Now, can you show us what those look like when you're throwing them?
Well, the 4-seam fastball, I line up these lines on my fingers, right on the seam.
Okay.
Hold it there real loose. Okay. That old, you know, in Bull Durham when they say hold it like an egg, I mean, that is 100% true. You don't want to too tight. You tighten up all your arm and it slows it down, so you keep it loose, keep it fast.
Okay.
Then my 2-seam fastball, right here.
Okay.
Right in the middle of there.
Okay.
And then I try to curl out my thumb. It helps me not block it off. It's just kind of more of a mental thing than anything. And then got my curveball here.
Okay. So your thumb's on the bottom there?
Yeah, it's right underneath that seam, so that it helps push and pull. Okay. But a big thing for my curveball is you want to make sure that your hand doesn't break out, because that break out away from when you throw it, you want to come down like this. Okay. The second your hand gets this way, that's when you get that cement mixer that goes over the fence. Okay. So cement mixer. Yeah. Then slider is right here, and most of the time when I throw it, same thing here. This is a fastball, then a slider is here, and you just throw it as hard as you can, like a fastball, and it breaks there at the last second. Okay. I throw a straight change and a circle change. So this is a straight change where you basically just grab it here and try to throw it straight, and then
that slows the ball down from the 2-seamer. Okay.
You take away all that grip, and that normally slows it down about 8 to 10 miles an hour. Okay. And then my circle change, I tuck my pinky, and then you make a circle. Okay. And you throw it like that, and that one gets a little bit more movement than a straight change would. So hence the straight change, circle change. So, but it's kind of what I throw.
How about that knuckler?
Knuckleball. I use 2 fingers, and I normally split it on the 2-seam here. And the important thing about knuckleball is you can't let your wrist break. Okay. That causes the rotation.
So how do you throw it then?
You throw it with a stiff wrist. You almost push it out of your hand.
Yeah, like a shot put.
Yeah.
And you don't use that in a game?
No, I'm just not very consistent with it. And for me, I want to have complete control over my body and what the ball's doing. You know, to me, you throw knuckleballs, you kind of leave it too much to the hitter. So that's my own opinion.
So to get control of as much of the plate as possible, have you ever had to, you mentioned Bull Durham, have you ever hit a mascot?
No, I should though. A couple of those mascots in the away teams, they get pretty nasty. So, but no, I wish I probably should maybe do a little intimidation factor. Okay. So.
Now, Ace, last thing for you, how fast are some of these pitches coming at me?
You know, I wasn't completely warmed up, but I normally pitch about 86 to 89. Okay. So, but you probably had a couple 86ers in there.
Okay. Those are the ones that where I pulled a few back muscles, I think.